Proving Grounds is back, and this time, we're going big. Introducing the World Pairs Championships. Sign up is now live.
Alright guys, welcome to Proving Grounds 2024. Cobalt Media back with the live stream, and tonight is the announcement of 24.1. Alright, I'm Graham. I'm going to be your host for this evening. We're going to get some guest commentators in, but tonight is all about releasing that first qualifier, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is give you a rundown of the evening, what to expect. We're going to be on air for about an hour here. We've got a heat of guys, a heat of girls taking on the RX version of this workout, and then we've got a bunch of other guys jumping in there as well. We've got Stella on the mic, we've got the crew on the camera. So thank you for joining us. If you are watching, jump in the comments, say hello. Lots of stuff going on here, so stick with us. But let's get you going here with who we've got in attendance this evening. Alright, so our first heat is going to be our male athletes. So coming up, we've got Fraser Clark, Johnny Baijan and Harry Thomas. Right, those guys are going to be jumping in to get after the first workout. Now, these guys don't know what the workout is just yet. They're going to hear it at the exact same time as you. Alright, so we are just releasing 24.1. The rest of the qualifiers will be live on the 1st of July. Sorry, my eyes are darting everywhere here as we get this stream going. We're a little bit late. We were 10-15 minutes late, so that's going to be our guys in action. We've then got the girls coming up after that. We've got Ali, Ellen and Anita, and we'll give you a bit more information about those guys as they start to go through the workout. But yeah, place is filling up now. We've got a lot of guys, a lot of people here just to watch and support, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so we're going to get Ali and Simon in the booth here eventually to help us with the commentating as well, and take us through the workout, maybe give you a bit of an insight, maybe how best to attack it, and we get that off there for us. So yeah, if you are taking part, this is going to be your first look at the qualifiers. Maybe you can pick up some tips, some hints, maybe how to approach it. But if you just want to enjoy some good CrossFit action, this is the place to be for the next hour. Alright, so let's get us, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick advert, and then we're going to get right into it. Alright, we're going to get Stella to introduce the workout, and again, everybody's going to hear this for the first time. Well, I know what it is, but you're just going to need to wait a few more minutes. Alright. Alright guys, let's take you over to the floor now. Let's get Stella on the mic, get me off the mic, and let's bring you 24.1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Pairs Championships Qualifier Workout 24.1. We will now make the announcement of the first qualifying workout. And what an exciting workout this will be. 24.1 will be Part A, 4 time, 30 snatch. Males will be lifting 42.5 kilograms with the females 30 kilograms, followed by 30 clean and jerk. Males will be lifting 60 kilos with the females lifting 42.5. Part A will have a 6-minute time cap. At the 6-minute mark, the athletes will begin Part B, which will be establishing your heaviest complex of a hang clean, a front squat, and a shoulder to overhead in a 5-minute window. So, ladies and gentlemen, 24.1, the Proving Grounds Qualifier World Pairs Championship will be Part A, 30 snatch and 30 clean and jerks for time in a 6-minute time cap, followed by a complex of a hang clean, a front squat, and a shoulder to overhead in a 5-minute window. And what a show we have got for you tonight.
Alright guys, there you have it. There is your 24.1. Right, so athletes have now just received the workout. We are going to give them some time to warm up, and we're going to get some athlete reaction here as well, but let's just throw the workout up on screen for you first, just because sometimes, as you know, if you're standing at the whiteboard with your coach and they read that workout out, you don't remember, alright, even though it's a few seconds later. So let's get that workout here for you now. And the workouts today are presented by Oddus. That's All We Do Is, a new clothing brand. That's what the advert you've seen run there as well. So there it is, guys, and I do believe there might be a mistake here, maybe. I did hear 40 snatch there. As you see, it says 30 there. So 30 snatch and 30 clean and jerks. That's going to be in a 6-minute window, so that's 4 times. So you can imagine the guy's going to be ripping some barbells there, trying to get it done as quick as you can. Then the second part, we are going heavy. That is a way to start any competition, any qualifier, heavy bar. So we've got 5 minutes to establish a 1 hang clean, a front squat, and a shoulder to overhead. So push, press, push, jerk, split jerk. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to get some instant reaction here from Ali Crawford. All right, so let's get us over there to Jenna, and she's going to get us that interview. Yeah, Jenna, you are good to go.
Hi guys, we are joined by the incredible Ali Crawford in our home turf too, which is extra special. So let's ask, how do you feel about the workout?
It's pretty much probably bittersweet for me. I love a bit of barbell cycling, particularly if it's a light to moderate weight. So part A I love, think it'll be really fun. Not so keen on the heavy stuff. Not that I do enjoy the heavy stuff, I'm just not particularly good at it unfortunately, but it'll be a really fun workout because if you go really hard in the first part, it's whether you can recover enough to get a decent enough lift that represents where you're at in terms of your strength numbers. So I don't know, I guess I'll probably, for me, my tactics will probably be to go fairly hard in part A because that's the part that I'll probably do better on, and then just see where part B, what I can lift under mass fatigue.
Do you have any kind of ideas of numbers for part B, or is that sharing too much?
No, I definitely will have a number in my head that I'll want to hit, what I'll open at. I'll probably, it's a 5-minute time cap for the lift, obviously we'll be fatigued. Depends how much of the 6-minute time cap I have left as well. From part A will depend, that will determine how recovered I am. But yeah, I'll probably aim to do 4 lifts. I'll have like a kind of warm-up opener, an easy banker, a kind of heavier banker, and then I'll probably go for broke with something that whether I'll make or not.
Is that through experience that you know 4 lifts in a 5-minute window? Is that where that comes from?
I guess. I mean, I'm saying that to you now. You'll probably see me try about 8 lifts when it comes to it. But yeah, I think going into like, you always have to have an idea in your head of roughly how many lifts you're going to do and not rush it. I think that's the key thing as well. Like, just to make sure you hit your banker lift that you have in your head and you'd be happy with, and then kind of go for broke with whatever time's left, and not panic too much against the clock. Don't like kind of rush too much into your lifts, if you like.
Awesome, amazing. And just kind of deviating from the actual workout, who's your partner for going into it again?
So this year, Kelly Friel and myself are doing RX again. So yeah, we're gonna give it another go. I'm not sure how many years left we've got before we need to drop back to Masters, but we had a really good time last year. We felt as though we held our own against the young ones, and yeah, so we're going for it again.
I think you definitely gave the fans what they wanted with the two of you. So thank you so much, Ali, and best of luck. Cheers. Back to Graham. Thank you.
Alright guys, there you have it, from the horse's mouth, as they say. So, you can see in the background there as well, the guys are getting ready to go. So we've got a few minutes here until we get the workout going. Guys are already chucking around some serious weights here. We're going to get the guys introduced to the floor just in a few minutes. Alright, so let's just take in some of the scenes here just now as we get ourselves organised and ready to go. But what do you guys think? Alright, jump in the comments. If you are watching, you've got access to those comments. Jump in, let us know what you think of the workout. Are you taking part? Yeah, we'll just bring that workout back up for you there, guys, as well. Okay, like I said, 5 minutes is tight. You're obviously going to be carrying in the fatigue from part A into part B, so you've only going to got maybe 3 or 4 good lifts there. But looking forward to getting these guys in. As you can see, Jenna is on the Roman camera once again, always a favourite. Going to get us as close to that action as we possibly can. There we go. And of course, this being an official qualifier for the event, we've got judges in place as well, making sure standards are being met, the complete reps are being done. And I'm just getting the signal now, guys, that I think we are ready to bring those athletes onto the floor. So yeah, let's go for that. Whenever Stella is ready, we will get the guys introduced and let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go. So please put your hands together as we welcome our 3 incredible men onto the floor to take on 24.1 here live at the Proving Grounds World Pairs Championships qualifier. In lane 1, JST coach and athlete Fraser Clark. In lane number 2, Harry Thomas. And in lane number 3, and the reigning qualifier live champion, Johnny Beacon. All right, so 24.1 live is about to go down. The athletes have 11 minutes. We're going to do a 6-minute time cap for part A. They'll be able to start part B on the 6-minute time. Thank you, judges. Ten seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. 40 snatches, 42.5 kilograms for the men in this first part of 2 parts to 24.1. Looking like a big step for Harry Thomas, centre of the floor here.
Alright guys, we're in the booth, we're back, and we've got Ali joining us in the booth as well. So
How we doing, everybody?
yeah, talk us through it, Ali, talk us through it.
So we love a moderate barbell to kick things off, and we really wanted to mix it up a little bit. You know, 2 CrossFit classic workouts here that we know and love. Slight change on them, obviously. We've messed the weights up a little bit, but we're really excited to see the race and see how these guys find it. And then obviously the second part is a heavy complex. Love a heavy complex, but you've got to earn it. You've got to do well on the first part to obviously to merit a good lift in the second part and overall get a decent score. So yeah, it's a good qualifier. I'm interested to see how they get on with these snatches. You could call them a trap.
Yeah,
you could call them a trap.
And it is 40 snatch, is that right?
30 snatches. 30 snatches at 42.5. So 30 snatches at 42.5, and then into the 30 clean and jerks.
Awesome. And what do you think is the strategy? What would it be for you to break up? We're now got the guys on the clean and jerks here. Is it just singles? Are we going touch and go?
Do you know, I'm interested. They're all kind of going singles. I would have liked to see maybe a set of touch and go to kick it off, and then go into singles. It's hard to know, but the snatch is there to kind of push the pace, get you fired up, get your heart rate up, get your grip fired up as well. And then onto the barbell. I thought we might have seen a big set of touch and go, maybe a 10, and then go to fast singles, but they've all opted for fast singles pretty quickly.
Yeah, definitely, especially given the caliber of these athletes as well. That's something you would expect, because they are all massive lifters, like they're really good lifters.
Yeah, these guys are strong, very strong. Yeah, very, very strong. So there shouldn't be any issues for these guys, but obviously we're talking, you know, muscle endurance, strength endurance is kicking in. It's classic CrossFit, it's a moderate barbell. It's kind of a light-ish barbell now.
Yeah.
And the reps are generous, so yeah, I'm intrigued to see how they go.
Well, they're just at 2 minutes and 50 seconds, guys. Sorry, they get the clock up there, but
they are flying.
I mean, 6-minute time cap. We're about to get it done in 3 and a bit. So.
Do you know, it's interesting. The time cap, we think the time cap is generous. Like, we think it's generous. But it should allow most people to get a really good workout.
Big time.
It will let these top guys, you know, put on a show and go for it. But if you're maybe, you know, working as hard as you can, you should still have a really good attempt to get the workout done.
And how much do you think it's in the back of their heads about saving some for part B?
I don't think it's in their head at all. We got a couple of reps left for Johnny. I think they're all on 5 reps. Here we go. Johnny Bicken. Oh, he doubled.
Oh, now he's gone.
Oh, love it.
For the crowd.
Harry Boy, number 2. Oh, that was nice. There you go. It shows what I know. Singles the whole way, and they smashed it.
And that's why you're in the booth now.
That is why I'm in the booth. Yeah. A very long time ago, maybe somewhere else, but yeah. That was awesome.
That was a fast and furious start. So we've got 2 minutes now. Again, we missed the clock on the workout, but these guys are going to get 2 sets. You see Johnny having a little seat there, just trying to recuperate, maybe try and bring back a bit of legs, bring the lungs back. Ready to go.
Yeah, so the second part, they've got enough recovery now to kind of get stuck into this effectively. And we wanted that. We wanted them to really go for the first part A, and we didn't want them worrying too much about what's coming. I think that's the way the workout should be executed. It should be done at full pace, and you should be fighting for every point out there. So those guys went all in. That was a pretty fast heat.
Yes.
And I think they'll recover enough. 2 minutes going into the lift. And they've got, a 5 minutes for this sort of complex is a lot of time, really, once you're out there.
And how many attempts do you think that is in that time?
I think in that time you're going to be 3 good attempts, I would say. Cool. I always say people have a banker. That should always be your first attempt. You should be super confident. And then you have like your target, and then your bonus, and that's kind of what you would be going for. They're allowed to they can warm up their lift now if they like.
Ah, okay.
But it just does not count. So no lifts until they hit the 6-minute mark will be scored. But you can get a couple of warm-up lifts in if you like.
Sweet. So you just 30 seconds you just heard there, guys. That's where we are.
And then we're doing the if the bar is off the floor before the time runs out, you can finish the complex.
Oh,
so
awesome.
They get that little bit of additional time as well.
And that was the same at the event last year as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully we'll see some big numbers.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, lift.
So a good strategy, the guys straight on the bar, use the whole window.
So as many temps as they wish here for this complex. One hang, one twist.
Nice work from Fraz. Johnny taking a wee bit more time to get going, but
90 kilo over for Fraser Clark. 100.
solid front squat.
Going up there for Harry.
Just a great lift. all round.
Yeah, 3 nice lifts, huh? These guys are moving well. On paper, I think Harry would be the strongest lifter.
Right.
So we'll be intrigued. And I mean, Johnny and Fraz are not far behind, so it could be anyone's game today.
Nice. And shout out to the pit crew there, getting all the plates changed. Nice. Johnny loves our seat, doesn't he?
Yeah, a bit too casual maybe. So we have allowed people to help change plates and weights. Again, it's nice to do. It lets you focus on the left. It lets you focus on the qualifier.
And is that the same for all the guys, even the guys that do it at home?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah. So if you've got a buddy who can help you out, it's the best thing to do. Get a lackey to kind of change your weights and plates, and takes it off your mind, right? Allows you to focus on the technique and what's at hand.
Here's Harry going for a lift. Get beggars out of the way there.
Here we go.
110.
Nice pull, yeah, lovely. Easy lift.
Good job.
Really nice. So plenty of time still on the clock.
Yeah, definitely. And who's Johnny's partner this year?
Harry.
Harry? Is it these guys' partners?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
So, I had to double check there, but yeah, Johnny and Harry.
That's cool.
So they'll be a formidable team actually. They'll fancy their chances. Johnny, unfortunately, last year his partner kind of couldn't make it right at the last minute, so he subbed somebody in. And they still did great, but I think he's really looking forward to this year and going all in.
Fraser.
2.5 minutes remaining.
Still looks pretty light for these guys.
Yeah, definitely does.
Harry's starting to get a bit of weight on the bar.
120
thinking about it.
Fraser Clark.
Now we've still got just over 2 minutes, so 2 and 5 seconds. Let's see who's going to address it next. We're at that stage now where the weight goes up, the rest has to go up with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think what we'll see is probably 2 big attempts from these guys. This will probably be their target weight that they want to hit.
Right.
Because Johnny here. So the hang clean is anywhere above the knee into a really nice front squat.
No problem with standards for these guys, huh?
There we go, nice. Lovely. They're all looking really strong in the jerk.
Yeah.
Which makes me think if they can stand it up, they are going to jerk it. Here's Harry on the bar.
A great shot at Harry there.
140 kilos on the bar for Harry.
Harry has legs for days. I do a bit of programming for Harry.
Oh, lovely.
Keep it.
Nice.
Wow.
There you go, 140 complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's, to put it in perspective, I think Harry's about 200 front squat. Oh no, 185 front squat. I think he's a 220 back squat.
Yeah.
So he's a strong boy. Come big Fraser. Nice, coming out of that squat, working hard. Lovely jerk though. Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it just kind of sets the tone here for the whole competition, because at a live event last year, the biggest lift we've seen was 160, and that was just a clean and jerk.
Yeah.
This is a complex, and we're already at 140.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Pretty massive.
And they'll be coming up for their big attempt now. They've got, because they can go right over the buzzer, and then they're going to wait right to the last moment and then give it everything they've got. So
looks like we're going to get Johnny here. Right on. Harry looks set to go as well.
I think Harry, what's he going
Oh, getting the crowd involved.
There we go, boys. There we go.
Both of them going here. Bars up.
Big drive out. Lovely.
141, 143 on the line.
Really strong from Johnny. Really strong.
Big weights.
Harry doing well in the background there as well.
Oh, he's just missed the jerk.
Both of them. Got this.
They're working hard.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
So I think the top one, 140 there.
Yeah.
Great complex from Harry.
Great lifting. Well, that's a great way of starting the season, isn't it? That's awesome.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Bring it back in the booth.
It's nice to be back, actually. I've been my whole year. I've been looking forward to this.
Mate, there were a lot of comments last year. You know, like, why was Ali not on more? So.
Get him out of the booth. I've been trying to just work my way out of the organisation side and into the media side.
So yeah, awesome first heat. That is, like I said, there's three of the biggest athletes. I think between, I was looking, these guys were all kind of top four last year in the actual competition, and the fact that Johnny and Harry are now together, that is a team to be reckoned with. But then Fraser won last year at Archie, so is he same partner again?
They're coming back to defend the title, so and Archie, unfortunately, not here tonight. Another very big lifter, so he's hopefully watching, and he's probably seen that 140 and thought, I'm gonna eat that up for breakfast. So, but you know, that's what we want. That's the kind of exciting part of the competition.
And that's the cool thing as well with all the qualifiers, is that you don't have to do them together. You can do them in your own gym.
Yeah, 100%. It makes it more accessible and allows, you know, CrossFit is a really cool sport in that way that you make friends all over the country and all over the world. Yeah. And we really want to bring people together and teams together from all over, and this will allow them to do that. So
absolutely,
you can do the workout on one side of the planet and then your partner on the other side. So happy days.
And with it being the World Pairs Championships now, that's it, international.
That's it. We want to see, you know, put your money where your mouth is, and let's see what happens here.
Absolutely.
You can call yourself the CrossFit World Pairs Championship.
Big time. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to cut over. We've got our heat winner, Johnny, with Stella standing by. So let's get you over there and see what his thoughts are on that lift. And we got there. If I can find the right button, that'd be good, wouldn't it? All right, let's go and hear. All right, let's go and hear from Stella now.
I'll come back for the next one. Does that work?
1, 2, 1, 2. Can I just have a little bit, Graham, have a little bit more mic? All right, Johnny is year number 2, champion for the second year in a row. What was your game plan when you heard the workout? What were you thinking about part A particularly?
Just staying disciplined on the barbell, just not straying too far away from it, trying to keep moving quite consistently, and not picking a pace. So I'm gonna start slowing down at some point. I can start like picking off the guys, because usually I find that's better for me. If I pick up pace and I kind of start picking them off, and that usually works out better. So it's just trying to maintain that.
If you could have chosen a qualifier workout today for 24.1, what would it have included?
Maybe some toaster bars, some rope climbs, but you're not going to see that in a qualifier really. But that was actually, I was quite happy when I saw that. That's not a bad workout for me, I would say. So that was good.
All right, so going into part B, 3 athletes on the floor, Harry putting up a big weight there. How much did the other athletes influence you in your weight selection?
A little bit. Like, I came out, I heard Harry put on 120, and I said, well, I want 121. And then I knew at the end of it probably wouldn't make a difference. Harry's a pretty strong bloke, so I'm not as strong as him yet, but it does make an influence on those little small increments, those 1 kilos that you could get on someone. But it got me today.
And he had you on that final workout, that last failed lift. Do you think if you'd have attempted it again, you might have maybe got a chance of getting that one up? What is your PB at the moment for an overhead press?
For my jerk right now is 146, so I can usually hit like 140 quite consistently, so I think if I just made a slight technical correction on that, I probably would have got that, but I was close.
Final question, who is your partner going into this Chairs Pez champion?
Harry.
Oh, so you guys are going to set for a good show. Excited for the finals?
Very excited. Last year was a fantastic event, year before even. I actually did this way back in 2018. It was actually my first live comp, and so it's very special comp to me.
So Proving Grounds, you're coming, you and Harry. It's great to have you here. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're now moving on to our women.
All right, guys. Heard it from the man himself. Now, as you can see, the girls are warming up here. We are going to just take a quick break. Whilst the girls warm up, we're going to get them formally introduced. Stella's going to hit the floor again. We'll give them a few minutes, so stick with us, and we'll see you on the other side of this.
The official racetrack for the Summer Gauntlet 2024 is 16 sandbag hurdles, 120-meter tank push, 1 kilometer rope erg, 200-meter sandbag carry, 1 kilometer ski erg with kettlebell farmer's hold, 100-meter weighted lunge, 100-meter burpee broad jump, 2-kilometer echo bike. Before each station, teams will complete an 800-meter run.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with 24.1 live World Pairs Championships Proving Grounds 24 with our women. Here we have 3 of the best Scottish athletes on the floor. Let me introduce you to them. In lane 1, coming out of CrossFit Skirmish, Anita McCartney. In lane 2, all the way from Sweatbox, Ellen Marwick. And in 3, the 2022 CrossFit Games Masters Champion, the Queen of Base Fit herself, Ali Crawford. All right, ladies, if you're ready, we'll get this show on the road. Thank you, judges. 10 seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, guys, we're back.
And off they go. And as we said, 3 of the best Scottish female athletes here on the floor at this live 24.1 qualifier.
Right, the girls are off.
Ellen Marwick is setting a blistering pace in the centre of the floor there. 30 snatch. Barbells at 30 kilos for the females.
I think if you thought the males were fast, I think the females are going to be even quicker.
Yeah, touch and go here for the girls, no problem.
15 reps complete for
This
Ellen. She takes
workout,
a break halfway through.
although Ali Crawford is technically a master, this is right up her street. She moves the barbell, as you'll see, very, very quickly. And she'll make these snatches look like nothing. She also has an old school mentality of grip and rip it. Doesn't overthink the pacing strategy. Over her 10 years of CrossFit, has never got better at pacing, but it's done her well.
Final snatch, she moves forward. Your current leader, Ali
And then in
Crawford.
contrast, Anita has taken a good couple of breaks actually early, pacing herself quite deliberately. Her and Ellen come to the bar at the exact same time.
But it's the full rep advantage.
So it'll be really interesting to see how it plays out. Ali pretty much unbroken on the snatches, and Ellen and Anita taking a couple more breaks and going for the singles.
Yeah, only maybe 5 or 6 reps in and we're already on those singles.
Yeah, I spoke to the guys after, and I asked Harry if he had a plan, and he said no idea, he just went for it. And he said the singles felt good, so he settled on them.
Ali Crawford, your current leader, Anita McCartney, followed by Ellen. There's only one rep.
So we just hit the 2-minute mark, and these guys are well through their clean and jerks. So now we really want to see how the pacing from Anita and Ellen went coming into those kind of second half of the clean and jerks.
Yeah, and we're just about a 2.5 minute mark here, so obviously going to get it done in loads of time. Just like the guys.
They are working hard. Ali is digging in for these reps. Ellen moving well in the middle there.
That's 10 left for Ali. Taking a quick break there.
Oh wow.
So we're all within 10.
Yeah, Anita and Ali in their final 10. Anita's a very good athlete, just missed out on a semi spot this year by about 3 or 4 places, really close. So again, the caliber of these guys is incredible. So Anita's starting to pull in front ever so slightly. 3 reps left. Ellen on her final 5 reps as well now. It's a tight race. 2 reps. What? There you go. Anita takes the win.
One rep to go for Ali Crawford. 1 rep to go for Ellen Marwick.
Oh!
Neck.
And neck.
That was class.
So that's, interesting strategy there. You see Ali going full send on the snatches. Ellen and Anita just pacing it a little bit more and finishing at the same time. So Anita just sneaking in with a win there.
And now we've got about 2 minutes to rest. Catch your breath. Ali has assumed the position on the floor. Universal resting pose. Looks like she's having a great time.
Loving life. She'll love that. She'll the face. Yeah, I think moving into the big lift now. Again, Anita, very, very strong lifter. It'll be excellent to watch. Very good weightlifter in general. Ellen as well, another strong lifter. And Ali as well, for everything, Ali is a good bit older. She might not mind me saying that, but still super strong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was doing a little bit of kind of research before we got going here tonight, and it's still amazing the fact that she's still competing in the RX division. Even though she could easily make that transition into the Masters.
100%.
It's awesome, and it's always just so inspiring for a lot of the guys in the gym as well. A lot of the girls to look up to her as well. Quite awesome.
Yeah, and I think it's important, there's a lot of good athletes that, I kind of competed against are all now masters who are still capable of throwing down in these RX categories. And we encourage it. We really want to see, maybe former semis athletes or high-level competitors, not go into the masters straight away. Opt for the slightly harder option. not the Masters isn't difficult, but if they can do it, then challenge yourself.
Big thing. And the Masters division last year at the SEC was unbelievable.
Oh, it was awesome. One of my favourite divisions, actually, because it's so great to showcase, and it goes against all the norms of life, and you see these masters, if you will, throwing down and kind of showing you what you're capable of.
It takes a while for strength to develop. True strength and true cardiovascular develops in your late 30s. Anyway,
100%, I call it dad strong, right? I'm still waiting for it, but I've heard it's a thing.
I'm 8 years in. Right, here we go. Casual walk up for the bar. We're going to get.
So again, this should be their banker, their guaranteed lift. Kind of a warm-up lift for them. Feel it out.
Just to kind of make sure the legs are working right, everything. You've not totally crashed yourself in part A, that you can still lift the bar, and a bit of confidence, I guess, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, you always, get a score on the board. It's a lot of work to do again if you don't get a score on the board. We've seen it plenty of times at competitions, and it should always be something. If you've got a coach that get a score on the board. And
honestly, it's one of my favourite things, because a failed lift takes the exact same amount of energy as a made lift. And it's how long do you wait before you go? But competition dictates you need to go. So
that's it. And I think there's a whole mental aspect to it as well. If you miss a lift and panic sets in, and then it can become very, very quickly can spiral downhill.
Absolutely. We got Ellen here.
Ellen going quite quickly actually into her next lift, so she might have opened a really easy lift just to get herself moving. Solid lift though, looks great.
Is Anita?
Lovely push. Lovely split jerk actually, lovely.
And obviously, it is kind of expected this level of athlete, but the quality of the lifting is excellent. Movement, everything just moves great.
It's a huge thing. Technique over anything in my book. If you move well and you make the lift look easy, it's definitely not. It goes a long, long way. Brute strength is great. There's Ali just feeling it a little bit, right? If your technique is on point, your lifting is so much better, it's smoother, it's cleaner, you're not fighting against your body. You see there's a lot of mobility issues, people end up fighting the bar and their body just as much to get into nice front rack positions or split jerk positions. It's one thing I'd encourage everyone to move as well as they can. Ellen with a split jerk now. A wee bit out in front.
Yeah, just pushed it out there a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I think what you'll see is maybe a little bit of fatigue kicking in from the 60 reps they've done before. It was a fast time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the two parts are they scored individually, so you get two results.
So you're gonna you get your time for part A will be a score, and then your part B, your total successful lift, and weight in kilos will be a score as well. And then what we'll do is we'll combine that with your partner, so their time will be added to your time, and their kilos will be added to your kilos, and you'll get your score for part A and part B.
All right, sweet. Who we got now? We've got Ali stepping up.
So a wee bit longer rest there for Ali, which I think was a good shout.
She went for power clean last time, so
I think she will again. She's feeling it. She did ask in the warm-up if she could power it, but I wondered if she maybe really sent it in the workout. She's starting to feel it. Good front squat from Ellen. Ellen's got actually a really strong overhead. Much. Yeah.
Good. Nice pop for the crowd there as well. Awesome.
So 82.5 there for Ellen, I think.
Nice.
Really strong, clean, strong front squat. Oh, wow.
That was excellent.
That's looking great. As you were saying, Anita, very strong weightlifter, so it'll be cool to see what she hits. Here we go back to Ali. Much better squat, looked a bit comfier.
Yeah.
Ali, very good overhead as well. Lots of mobility. There we go. We press it, but she gets it. Yeah.
Thought we were going to get a wee smile there, but
both good bit of resilience there from Ali and Ellen. Missed left and then they come back out and hit it successfully in a very, in a tight time cap. So it's cool to see a bit of mental strength and come back and shake that last lift off and coming out and be a bit more successful in the next one.
Yeah, for sure. And we're just inside now. We've got 15 seconds, so these are going to be the last lifts here from the girls. I assume Ali is, oh, maybe not. The weights are getting changed there, as you can see.
So as long as this barbell is off the floor before the time, that can be a successful attempt. Oh, just out in front for Ellen. She's banged that off her thighs.
Anita's still going.
Nice. Putting on another successful lift there.
And that is going to be time.
Done.
Excellent.
88.5 for Anita. Wow. Good lift in a complex.
Yeah, exactly. I think you forget that, don't you?
You do forget that, Very fast time from our ladies there. Again, really high caliber of athlete. Crushed the first part. Great to see.
Yeah, big thanks for the judges and stuff as well. Judges and the plate changers. It can't happen without them, so great job for the guys there. I assume that's a lot of your guys, a lot of your members and stuff.
A lot of these guys judged last year at Proving Grounds. They were top notch. It makes life so easy. We said it a lot last year, but tonight we briefed them just before the workout was released.
Yeah.
And we can trust them. We just leave them to it, and it allows me to come and do things like this. Sai gets to stress a bit more and do the floor, but I get to enjoy myself, so it's okay.
Get to hide over here, don't you? So.
That's it.
Hey guys, so what we're going to do is we've got Anita standing by with Stella. We're going to hear from her. We're going to get Ali and Ioi here, and let's hear from our heat winner.
Okay, Anita, you took the win there for Part A and Part B. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, your first time here doing the live qualifier at the Proving Grounds World Chess Championships. Were you nervous coming into this event tonight?
Yes, very nervous.
Very nervous. So, what was your game plan? When you heard the announcement of the workout, first of all, was it something that you thought, yeah, this is a good one for me? And secondly, what was your strategy going into this workout?
Well, normally barbell cycling isn't really a strength of mine, but because there's quite a few reps, I knew that I could sort of crawl back at the very end, which is usually what I do anyway. So, yeah, that was good for me. But strategy-wise, I thought snatch cycling is usually a bit quicker anyway, and then it was just basically quick singles until the end, and then keep the tension for a 1 rep max, and then you're done.
So quite incredible that you say that barbell cycling is not necessarily normally your thing, and there you come onto the floor and absolutely kill it. If you could have picked an ideal qualifier for you here tonight, what would that have included?
I usually prefer sort of higher skill movements, so like handstand walk, ring muscle ups, any sort of gymnastics movement, so that would have probably been my ideal qualifier really.
Incredible. So you've come here, you've done a workout that probably isn't in your ballpark, you've enjoyed it, you've won it. What about next moves? Who is your partner for the actual World Pez Championship?
Mairead Corrigan.
All right, she's nervous now. So looking forward to the final event. Have you got any other competitions coming up before then?
Yeah, I've got strength and depth next week, so we'll be heading down with a good group of us Thursday, so I'm looking forward to that.
All I can say is, coming into a live final, killing it, winning both parts, you must give some confidence now going into your competition season.
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking forward to next weekend, so we'll see.
Thank you very much for joining us. We've loved having you.
Alright guys, that was your heat winner, Anita. Obviously experienced competition, she's been down south later on as you heard. So what we're doing now is, now that our RX athletes are done, we're going to have some of the other guys who are in the gym now watching and enjoying the workouts, they're going to start taking part. All right, so as we do that, we're going to go round. We're going to try and catch a few interviews with some of the guys as well, some of the crowd, maybe some of the other athletes who were just taking part there. But for now, just enjoy the action. We're just changing some plates here. Yeah, we'll get back to you in a little bit.
action on this competition floor. Yes! Let's go then. Let's bring some athletes out onto the floor. Right. If you think that you would be nervous doing this event, you are absolutely right. So you need to get behind these athletes as they come out onto the floor and take on 24.1. Let's bring out our ladies first. So coming out of CrossFit 5 in the intermediate division, Sarah Turner and Kirsten Penman. Okay, they didn't do this event last year, but they did it the year before. They've come out of retirement. They were judging last year, so now they're going to come onto the floor and do this. This is one and done for the girls, so they need your support. And for the RX men, Charles Rankin and Kieran Smith. Chaz and Dave. All right, these boys doing the RX division. They're a team pairing up for the World Pairs Championships live final, 19th, 20th of October. Give you a minute, athletes, just to get yourself set up. Okay, so athletes will start facing away from the barbells.
You hear me?
Thank you, judges. Athletes, 10 seconds.
All right, guys, we're going to let Stella take you through this one.
Stand
Here we
by.
go.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, you need to give them a lot of support. This is a terrible workout. 30 snatch, 30 clean and jerk. We saw some fast times from our athletes there on the elite division. The intermediate ladies, 25 kilos on their bar. Look to be going strong. RX men, snatching 42.5. Reps complete. She's going really hard on this one, unbroken by the looks. She's not letting go of that barbell. 5 reps to go. Your current leader on the floor. 3 reps to go. I'm still snatching all the way to the finish line and wrapping up those snatches in 119. Charles Rankin just behind. He makes a start on his clean and jerk. So both ladies are through in 133. It's a good time for these pairs. Charles Rankin, 3 reps. Head on his clean and jerks. Saw a couple of touch and go cluster reps for Ali Crawford. Most of these athletes now just putting up singles, trying to hang on to that barbell. 2 minutes in. 3:39, the winning time set by Johnny Beacon. Any of these athletes gonna put it down now. 3:39 from Ali Crawford on the female side. 2.5 minutes in. Halfway mark, 1 rep, and she's on 15 reps for Charles Rankin. 16 reps down here for Sarah. So, the women putting it down on the intermediate side. 20 reps complete for Sarah Turner, leading the heat on the floor, clean and jerking her way to a great time. 3:39 is the time to be on the men's side. We're on 3:20. Charles Rankin's taking his barbell for a walk. Six reps to go for Charles Rankin. 3:37 on the clock. There goes 3:39. Johnny Beacon holds on to the most time at the moment. 2 reps to go for Sarah Turner. Final rep for Sarah Turner. Sarah Turner's wrapping it up in 3:55 unofficial. Kirsten right behind her, 4:02. What a finish for the women there in the intermediate division. 1 rep to go now. Kieran Smith, 4:12 unofficial. Thank you, athletes. Just under 2 minutes rest. So 3:39, the time set by Johnny Beacon. 3:58 for Charles Rankin. Kieran Smith coming out in 4:11. That's time set by our first.
All right, guys. Just through the workout up there so you can keep track of where we are now. Just be aware that the workout on the screen is the RX version. This is going to be intermediate. But a heavy lift's a heavy lift. All right, and that's what we're into now. All the good stuff. So sit back the next 5 minutes and watch these guys take on this heavy complex. 1 hang clean, 1 front squat, and then a shoulder to overhead. So let's see what we get here from the guys and girls.
Seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, 1, lift. Wasting no time to put 100 kilos in the air. Charles Rankin opening up on triple digits there, 100 kilos. Successful lift, 120 loaded on the bar. $120 on the bar for Kieran Smith. These boys going head to head now. 120, successful lift for Charles Rankin. Smith putting up 120. 70 kilos on the bar for Sarah Turner, intermediate women. It's a big lift. $75 going on the bar for Kirsten. No, I'm wrong. 77.5. Yeah, that's a great lift. $77.5 on the bar. Power clean at 77.5. Oh my goodness! Push jerking, 77.5 in the intermediate division. Setting a big target there. Good lifts for these girls. Still got time, athletes. "90 seconds.
11. As long as you've got the bar moving at 11, you can lift after the event.
All right, guys, we've got 1 minute to go here, so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 80 kilos on the barbell here for the intermediate women. 80 kilos. You've got 45 seconds to move it off the ground, and you can finish after the time cap. Hang power clean at 80 kilos. Oh, push jerking it. CrossFit 5, what are they doing with you guys up there? There are some incredible lifts going down. Oh, just hopping out. 138, good lift for Charles Rankin, and that is time. All right, give you a support for heat number 1.
All right, guys, he is wrapped up. Some great lifts there, and as you can see, those guys, a couple of misses in there, but be able to come back and secure a couple of big ones at the end. So awesome. We do have one more heat for you here, so if you stick around and you want to watch some more CrossFit action on a Friday night, then stick with us a few minutes and we'll get that in. We'll get the athletes introduced again, let you know who they are, where they're from, what they like to do with their lives.
introduce some. I'm sure they're a little nervous, so we'll get started straight away. So here on the left-hand side, Graham Davison and Alexander Dolai from CrossFit Glasgow. Here on the right-hand side, we've got Pete from CrossFit 1298 and Paul Giblin from CrossFit G5, all right? So athletes, 6-minute window for your part 1. You may start your lifts on the 6-minute point. If you want to face to the rear, turn around. I'm going to give you the countdown now. 10 seconds. Athletes, stand by. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so 4 athletes coming out of the intermediate division. 35 kilos on the barbell for our intermediate men on the snatch.
We're back.
We are back, Ali.
I wanted to jump in on that. This is an intermediate heat, so I'm excited to see this as well.
Absolutely, but before we get into that, I do have some bad news.
Oh no. Go on.
You know that awesome promo we just cut for the Summer Gauntlet?
Yes.
The audio wasn't working.
Oh, no. Should we do it again?
They could see us, but they couldn't hear us.
Okay,
so I don't think we need to try and recreate such a special moment. You know, it was some good broadcasting, but
it was a moment for the history books, to be honest.
Yeah.
But hey, we can do our best.
So the details here, in case you missed it, guys, was that the Summer Gauntlet is open for registration. There's only a few spots left. We're going up to any scope ride. We're on the track. All the good stuff.
Couldn't recommend it enough. Graham's taking part in it.
Yes.
Representing Cobalt Media. Him and Jenna doing the mixed pairs. They said they're going to win it. We'll see what really happens. But so we got the intermediate. So the weights are slightly lighter. For the males, we have 35 kilos for the snatch, and then 50 kilos for the clean and jerk.
Yeah, I've kept the workout up there. It is the RX workout, but just so we know what's going on and see what kind of what's happening.
So we like to do a similar workout as we can between the RX and intermediate categories and masters as well. We think it gives a really good test of fitness and it allows you to measure how close you are to maybe moving up into the RX category. We've seen one of the girls put up 80 kilos for a complex in the last feat, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
So strong. Not far off, and she may actually have tied or beat a few bar athletes in the RX category. So it's moments like that, it's really worth doing a very similar workout.
Yeah, absolutely. And it also just shows, like, again, the level of competition this year, because you compare them, but that's a great lift regardless of which division you're in, you know.
Amazing. So these guys are now onto clean and jerk, so 50 kilos in the bar, movement's the exact same, power jerk, push jerk, split jerk.
12 reps remaining for Alex.
We always know you've got a good workout if you're getting similar time frames for different categories.
And that's where we are now. We're just at the 2.5 minute mark, and this guy's already getting the 10 rep countdown, so we're there or thereabouts, but the same. So,
which is always nice.
Hats off to the programmer. But it must be quite hard as programming these workouts, and then now you're actually just seeing them in real time. Of course, they've been tested, but now you're seeing them in a competition setting where people are actually kind of pushing for that time.
This is it. We do test them thoroughly. Myself and Simon do them to the best of our ability, depending on how we're feeling that day. And we have a couple of testers. We don't give them the full workout, but we give them a snippet of it, and we get them to do that part, and we can draw enough information from that of what needs changed or tweaked slightly.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 reps to go. Intermediate athletes pulling it down on the floor.
We tend to find what is exciting about this. The intermediate category, we might see similar numbers in Part B, as we were talking about earlier. You see a little bit, maybe different techniques on Part A, and the overall, strength endurance come into play here. Barbell cardio, really, we like to call it.
Yeah. And I think that what was interesting as well is intermediate, like I said, like the 8 kilos are massive lifting. There's some great lifting going on, but you do see that little breakdown in technique. You see more misses than you do in the RX, and that's just that experience, obviously, at levels as well.
That's it. It's just a little bit more technique, a little bit more maybe time in the sport.
Yeah. And like we spoke about during that, he is that knowing how long to rest before you go again, that comes through years and years of doing it, making mistakes, learning, coming back, you know.
Lots of composure, and yeah, you can see sometimes rabbit in the headlights. Be interested to see how many attempts these guys have, if they're going to stick to that sort of 4 attempts, 3-4 attempts in that 5-minute window.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to sort the sound out.
Yeah, Ali's also on the music. As much as we've all got multiple jobs this evening, commentating, videos, audio, the whole works. Yeah guys, timer is accurate there as you see, so these guys all done just about 4-minute mark, so a little bit of rest now, a little bit of pacing around that box, just trying to recover. And like I said, you are allowed to get some help with your weights, so even when you're doing this at your own gym, you're allowed to have some helpers there, get you loaded up and get your first weight. And that first weight you're loading up, more often than not, that is the confidence builder. You're definitely going to have multiple lifts in this 5 minutes, so let's get one in, lock it in, make sure everything feels good, the legs feel good, and almost just double check you haven't just hit the burners too much in part A before we get into part B.
I was speaking to Ali Crawford just in the break, and she hit the burners.
Yeah.
Her legs blew up. We saw her miss an attempt. She really wanted to win part A. As I said at the start, it's her workout, her kind of workout. And then when she got to the bar, she realised her legs were no longer working like they're supposed to.
Thought you were going to burst into song there, Ali.
It's the only thing I've been told not to do. I'm contractually obliged.
3, 2.
All right, here we go. See if we can keep you on the action here, guys. Everybody's going to be lifting at the same time.
So the variation, we can have a power clean or a full squat clean.
And it is from the hang, is that right?
Yeah, it is from the hang. Nice. We wanted to. The complex is a tricky one. You can be a big, you can be a big squatter, but you're going to still have to hang clean it. You're going to still have to jerk it. And we allow the power for those people that maybe aren't as strong squatters, and it just kind of evens the playing field. So there's a variation in technique now coming into this intermediate category. Quite a few of them opted to power there. Personally, I'd always go for a full clean. I think you can shift a bit more weight. I've been proved wrong plenty of times, and I'm sure I will be.
There's always those outliers with just massive power cleans, but generally speaking, you don't have to pull the bars high, and if you're fast enough, you can get under it, and that's how you shift the biggest load.
Exactly. It's like you coach this stuff, babe.
Yeah, well.
Maybe they'll listen to you now.
No, never. That's a good looking clean.
Yeah, really strong. Nice. Really strong out the squat as well.
That's just pretty solid lift all round.
Solid lift. I like these jerk. He had a really high front rack position. Great transition into the jerk though. Looking really, really strong there.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, we've got 4 lifters out there, guys, so we're trying to keep you on all the big lifts. But as the weight goes up, so does the rest period. So we'll get a little bit of time in here.
I think a few of these boys are going to put up some big weights.
And these guys are intermediate as well, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, all 4 of them are in the intermediate category. Recognised one of the guys from last year.
Oh yeah.
I think he was in the intermediate category as well.
Yeah, I think
just approaching the barbell now.
Yeah. That from CrossFit Glasgow, I believe, is that Graham? I want to say.
No, Graham's one over.
Oh,
I think this is, we've got a Pete and a Paul, and I'm just trying not to get them mixed up. I think this is Pete. So he went with a hang. Nice squat. He's come out of that all right.
Yep.
Got to settle himself for the jerk. Oh, easy jerk.
Nice. And I wonder if that maybe is some of the guys who they do prefer the squat, but when they got to those heavier loads, they know they need to front squat it. So they're maybe just trying to save themselves for the front squat rather than having to do 2. So power 1, knowing that they need to squat it anyway for the second one,
I think you're spot on. When we saw the RX heat, the guys have such a reserve in their legs that they can almost perform 2 full squats and then still jerk it. Whereas here, that gap, is going to be slightly smaller from the front squat to their max lift. So yeah, opting for the power is a really good option.
especially here with the crowd that they watching and stuff, you might be pushing your limits. So if you squat clean that first one, you may come up seeing a few stars. So maybe just trying to save that a little bit.
That's when you know. That was Graham from Glasgow that just had a successful clean and jerk clean at the end there. Still got plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, just 9.5 minutes there, so a little bit to go.
It's a solid power clean.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Nice and snappy.
Again, really good depth from these guys. It's, solid standards.
Yeah.
Oh, unlucky in the jerk.
And that's awesome. And all of our qualifiers need to be videoed. All right, yeah. And then
yep, correct. We recommend you. It's all on the PDS. We'll put all that out later on, hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, but hopefully tonight. It's got all the movement standards, all the video submission requirements. It's very much like people are used to from the Open or the quarterfinals. We need a video to submit your score. We highly recommend you use a judge, so grab a buddy to judge you and help you keep count. We've seen that plenty of times before. Nice left, there we go.
And it always happens, even with the best intentions,
It's I lose count, all the time in workouts, so I always do double the reps, so that's as long as you do more, you're fine.
That's exactly it.
Great, good fight out of that front squat. Big jerk. Oh, just slightly behind on it.
And there goes those legs.
So this bar leaves the floor.
There we go. Bars off, he's still good. He can take his time. Power.
No front squat. I think he's so tired. he's forgotten the front and he knows it. the judge is having a laugh as well.
Great lift all the same.
A lovely clean and jerk, but it is a no rep, unfortunately.
And by the way, like we just said, your brain can go.
Exactly. Have somebody there keeping you right. I'm just going to turn this down.
Alright guys, and that is going to be the end, as you just heard from Stella, so that is going to wrap up our 24.1. There we are. So, job done, barbell's going away now, and that is 4 heats complete, and overall,
Loved
happy?
it. Yeah, I was really happy with that. Everyone put on a great display, all the athletes tonight were fantastic. I think the workout went really well. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's very fast. It's faster than I thought they were going to be, which is even better. And it's always fun to throw a heavy barbell around.
Absolutely. What a way to start. And I think you need to respect these guys coming out here and doing this with the live crowd, but also knowing it's being streamed as well, because you've got almost a month to do the qualifiers. Throwing yourself into the fire with about 3 minutes notice. That's a lot.
100%. I think we don't give them any. They find the workout out as soon as it's announced. It was the first time they've heard it, and they have to go out there and put their score out. I don't know if you watched any of the stuff that was out on YouTube over the Open, the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
people were putting their scores out. I thought it was excellent. So this is kind of what we're trying to do as well, and just get these. They've put out some big numbers. They've put out times to beat. If you're an athlete, it's so much easier to go out there now and attack it. You've got a score to go out and try and take off the leaderboard. So
definitely. And that's where it's nice to see the intermediate guys as well, because you can look and compare to the RX, but seeing some of the guys maybe that's in your division, it's always nice to see that as well.
Yeah, and they almost deserve more credit, because they're coming in, they don't know the workout until everybody else, and they are doing it in live audience, and they are doing it on YouTube, and hats off to them for stepping up and being brave enough to do that. You're under the scrutiny of everybody taking part, and they absolutely smashed it. But it also adds a little bit of an extra element, a little bit more motivation to put some more kilos in the bar, move a little bit faster, so they could have benefited from it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the 1st of July, the rest of the workouts come out. All right.
Yeah.
And any hints or clues or
no, nothing at all.
Okay.
Because I can't quite remember. No, I know. They'll all come out Monday. We'll kind of drip feed them out throughout the morning, afternoon.
Oh, sweet.
And
that'll be on Instagram. We'll get
it'll
them
be on Instagram. Yep, they'll all go out, and then our platform competition corner. That's where scores will be submitted. And we'll kick off monthly qualifiers and
Brilliant.
kick off the run up to October.
And then more importantly, the run to October, this is one we need to talk about now, is we can get it up here for you.
The prize
Let's talk
money.
about this. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that is sensational.
that's a good weekend's work, right? That's a good weekend's work.
You and your buddy show up to Glasgow for a weekend of fitness and you walk away with that.
And
you know.
100. This is it. Prize money is a funny thing. We believe that we want to support the athletes.
Mm-hmm.
We want to showcase their talent and their hard work, and you need to be rewarded for it, right?
Yeah.
And it needs to be an amount that gets people kind of going, yeah, I want to go for that, and it gets people coming from further afields, and they got to earn it. They're going to have to earn it. It's not going to be an easy competition, and we're not going to make it easy for them. But we believe that we want to reward them, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's only a couple of comps out there that are doing big cash prizes, and that's our goal long term. We want to be in that same stage as them, so we're going to start rewarding them from as early as we can.
Love it, man. And it raises the whole competition, because you're going to attract those athletes who are in fitness to make a living and trying to make an earning, so it's going to bring those guys, which just brings all the competition up. Like, if you can raise your top end, your tip of the spear, the bottom end comes up with it.
Well, this is it exactly. We want to encourage people to go, yeah, actually I was in that RX category with those athletes. That's the guys I want to be competing with. That's the girls I want to be competing with. And that is the only way to get better, right? It's the only way to challenge yourself, is to step outside your comfort zone and compete against these top athletes. And we've already seen more of these top athletes sign up this year. We'll not release the leaderboard, but it's getting pretty stacked, so it's going to be a big year. So, that brings an exciting element for spectators as well. You can come and support your friends, your families, but you also get to see a very, very good level of competition.
Yeah, the event in October is going to be unbelievable. Just based on last year, and now obviously I've seen some of the plans and what's going on and all that, but the size and scope of it now is unbelievable, guys. So if you are interested whatsoever, you need to get involved in these qualifiers. And what we're going to touch on there, we're talking about that top end, the prize money and that, but one of the coolest things to come from last year was some of the stories out of the everyday division.
Yeah.
And it's those guys now, because we're saying we're raising the level of the competition, for those guys to maybe take on their first competition, maybe dipping their toe in the water, to be in the same competition as those guys. That's so cool.
It's amazing, and there's so much to be said for the top end of the sport, and it's great, and everybody loves it. But it all comes, as you say, from those grassroots. It comes from people taking on the everyday category, doing their first competition. We love those categories. We want to be able to give them what you guys bring, Cobalt bring, which is incredible. We want them to be on YouTube. We want them to be live streamed. We want their friends and their grannies back home to tune in and be like, wait a minute, they're on the telly. And that just is an experience we want to provide to everybody who signs up, not just exclusive to sort of like top heats, if you will. And we just want to keep that ball rolling and give people as much as we can. This year we've went to 2-day comp for all categories, so they will compete across the Saturday and the Sunday, which is something we've always really wanted to do. It's the first year we've done it, so we're super excited to bring that sort of element to it as well, where you've got to recover, be ready to throw down across 2 days. So it's going to be really big. It's going to be great. If you've not signed up, please do get involved. You did it last year and loved it. Hopefully you're coming back. And then, it's going to be good.
Perfect. I think we'll wrap it up there.
Thank you so much.
Nice
Pleasure. No worries.
And as we just touched on there, shameless little plug, Cobalt Media will be back in October as well. We will be showcasing the entire weekend, every division, every heat, every athlete. So go, get signed up, get the qualifiers in, and we'll see you in October.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you.